What's up, card family? Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I am here to do a response video for Caleb's cards, TTM autographs, and more. He is celebrating, I believe it's 800 subscribers, and he has been doing TTMs for 5 years now. So he's doing a little contest. And today was the deadline, so I'm trying to get it in at the last second. But even if I don't, I still wanted to make this video. I wanted to show off some TTMs and to shout out Caleb. Just one of the greatest guys, nicest guys on YouTube. He does a lot of great things for the community, sending out autograph requests for other people, and some of the returns he gets are just incredible. So check out his channel if you get a chance. And he wanted us to show our top 5 TTMs. So I dug out 5 items that were in different spots, and these are not necessarily the biggest names or the biggest stars, but these were just 5 that came to mind right away as being favorites for whatever reason, and I'll talk about it a little bit about each one, and you'll see why. Now, this first guy, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know anything about him until I'm researching Hall of Famers, trying to figure out which Hall of Famers sign, because was my main TTM targets are either Twins, Vikings, or Hall of Famers. So this guy, I didn't even know who he was, but I seen he was a Hall of Famer, and I seen he signed. So I looked him up a little bit. That's Billy Shaw. Now, he was an offensive guard for the Buffalo Bills in the 60s, and he is actually the only member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame who never played in the NFL. He played his entire career in the AFL. It used to be 2 separate leagues and then merged, and he retired before the merger, so played 10 years. And what I like about this one is I sent this photo, and he wrote this little letter to us, and that's why, this was like really the first. I've gotten people write notes or write things on my LOR, but this was the first actual letter that we received. So it says, Dustin and Blake, thank you for your letter and request. My honor to sign for you. It's neat to see father and son doing projects together. Reminds me of my dad and the time he spent with me. Congrats, Dustin. Thank you also for being a fan of our great game. Your fan, Billy. Extra card is for you, Blake. And so he also included this card, which I thought was really awesome. And signed it. It's a Hall of Fame card. And so that is number 5 on my list. This next one, there's not much to say about it except that it was completely surprising to me to get it back. One day, grabbed the mail, and there was only one envelope in there, and it was this guy. I hadn't seen anyone else get his returns. I think I started seeing them after I got this one. I just sort of sent to him on a whim, and it worked out really good. One of the greatest wide receivers of all time. He's a Minnesota native, so that was special to me too. And just a great card. And I haven't put this in a perfect fit because I'm actually debating sending it in to get slabbed. All right. So my number 3, I actually just got recently, and I haven't even shown it yet. So this guy, I seen on the sports card forums that he had signed some for donation to his foundation, but it had been a while I think it had been like over a year since anybody reported a return. But I thought, what the hell? I'll write a check, and maybe it'll get cashed, maybe it won't, whatever. Give it a shot. So I sent a 4x6 photo and a $10 check to his foundation. And about a month after I sent it, and this was back in August or September, I can't remember which, about a month after I sent it, the check got cashed. And then I waited and nothing came. And I was sort of bummed out by it. And I was looking into it for, I don't know why, like a week or so ago, I was looking into it. And I went on the foundation website and I clicked on the contact, and there was an email. So I emailed and I said, I emailed a pretty nice. I was pretty nice in my letter. I said I don't mind donating. It was for diabetes, for juvenile diabetes research, I believe is what it was for. And I said that's a good cause, and I don't have a problem donating. I just really would have loved to have gotten something from this guy. And I sent a attachment of the cashed check, to show that I wasn't lying. And the gal emailed me right away saying, "Oh, thank you so much for your donation, and I'm sorry that you didn't get anything back, and I'm going to make sure you get something back right away." So a few days later, I got this big envelope, and this amazing 8x10 signed by Sugar Ray Leonard. And I think it's awesome. One of the greatest boxers of all time. And I love it. I think it's cool. So it's definitely worth me, taking a shot in the dark at emailing these people. And usually, I have emailed other folks and nothing ever. Usually I don't get a response. So this was awesome. All right. So number 2, I actually get to shout out a couple YouTubers for doing assists on this. And this is a pretty common guy for people to get back. This isn't it's not outlandish that I got this return. It's just what it is and how it looks. And I'm going to just show it. It's this Al Kaline on a 64 Giant. And Dustin Bellinger, he gets an assist on this one. He had a duplicate of this card, and I knew right away what I wanted to do with it. So I asked him to send me one, and right away I sent it off with a donation to Mr. Kaline, and it came back pretty quickly. And posting some of my successes on Facebook, I got the attention of Mr. Joey Martinez. You know him as Joey Brings It. And he's like, "Hey, you should send that K-line in and get the auto graded." So I sent the card to him along with the money, and he sent it in, and it got a Gem Mint 10 PSA DNA auto. And so it just presents beautifully. The autograph is beautiful. The slab is beautiful. And I'm just sort of proud of it. This was the first TTM that I ever got authenticated. I've sent a few in to SGC since, and I'll probably send some in again to both PSA and SGC in the future. But my number 1, and some of you probably already know this, what this was going to be, and that's this photo right here. And that's Royce Lewis. He is one of the top prospects in baseball right now. And in 2017, Blake and I went to Twins Fest, and Blake got to meet Royce and played a game of Connect 4 with him. and got his photo taken with him. And so I printed off a 5x7, and I knew that Royce was a good signer at the time. I've heard that he's since stopped signing. And so I sent this photo along with a greeting card, a thank you card saying, thank you for being good to my son and being a good good kid, and I hope you're the best. And I actually mentioned on there that we have a YouTube channel, and I included the address. So here you see he wrote to Blake. That's Royce Lewis, and then he wrote a note, thanks for being a cool friend. And as you'll see this inscription up here, P.S. dab on them haters, which anybody that watches our channel knows what that means. Royce actually took his time and watched our channel. And in the video that I had last posted, probably when I sent this to him, was our Twins Fest recap. And that is the very last thing that Blake says in that video. Dab on them haters. And so that means Royce actually watched our channel. And so, yes, this means a lot to us. It means a lot to Blake. And, man, I hope this kid has a great career. I hope he's a Hall of Famer. And not just for us, just for him, He's a great kid, and that's it. That's my top 5, and I hope you enjoyed listening to me yak about it for going on 12 minutes now. Please check out Caleb. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'm out.